How much should you be charging for your coaching packages if you plan on running Facebook ads so that you can actually make more money than you spend on the ads? That's the question we're going to answer in today's video. My name is Jason Nyback. I spend about $1 million a year on Facebook ads and in the coaching consulting space, and then share what I learn in our teaching or various things here on our videos to help you know what to do. All right, so let's get into it. One of the biggest problems coaches have is what? They run an ad or ads, and then at the end of the month, they don't make any money. They've got some clients, sure they had some sales, but after they paid the bill for their ads, they're left with nothing. So what do? Well, most times they shut their ads off. Why? Because they think Facebook ads won't work for me. It's not working for my market, or I'm hardly making any money. I don't know what to do, so I guess it's not going to work. It happens all the time. I see this all the time in our coaching program, and that's simply just not necessary, okay? Here's what you need to realize. Pricing is something that is very fluid, and you need to know how to price properly, or you're not going to make any money. Also, a lot of coaches think, well, I'm getting these certain type of clients. These types of clients will not pay any more money for coaching. I'm stuck with this for the rest of my life, basically, is what they're saying without saying it. And nothing can be further from the truth, okay? So let's get into it. Let's talk about how much you should be charging, how to charge more, and why you can potentially find more. Hint, I'm going to give you a hint. Guess what? You can find people who are qualified on Facebook who will pay more. So let's get into it, okay? The biggest problem coaches have right now is they price their coaching services for organic and not for paid traffic, okay? So for example, if you're charging $2,500 for your package, hypothetically, okay? And all your clients are coming from referrals, maybe a book you wrote, just various stuff like that, a couple posts you make on Instagram here and there, whatever, right? You're getting them from basic organic, that's great. 100% of that $2,500 you're getting is all going to you, right? I'm sure you have some expenses in your business and whatnot, but for the most part, you have no cost of client acquisition. So when you make a $2,500 sale, you get paid $2,500. Pretty simple math. But the problem is, if you don't understand how paid traffic works, you're always going to lose money. So let's talk about it. First thing is this. Most coaches, we're going to talk about the key strategies on how to fix this, and the final one is the most important, okay? First things first. Most coaches don't know how to fix this, and so they just end up losing money and quit, all right? Now, here's what you need to understand. I like to see roughly a 1-to-3 ratio on ad spend to revenue, okay? Roughly. And, you can go down to 2.5-ish, roughly. That it depends how much you're scaling. If you're well into the millions, and let's say you spend $1 million on ads and you make 2.5 million back, that's $1.5 million to you after ad spend. So, even if you got a team, you can still net a good amount of money, right? But if you spend $50,000 on ads in a year and you make $115,000, not going to make much money after ad spend. So you have to remember, scale matters. Okay, it's super important you realize that. So what you need to understand is that ratio is kind of a ratio. It's kind of a rule of thumb I like to use. Are you at 2.5 to 3 or higher? If you are, great. Scale, okay? Spend more money on ads. That's the answer to your problem, right? Why wouldn't it be? If you're spending $1 and you're making $3, now you want to spend $10,000 on ads to make $30,000. Sounds pretty simple to me. It's because it is, okay? Most coaches overcomplicate it. So the first thing you need to understand is you've got to have a proper ROI, return on ad spend, and you got to know it, okay? Now, if you're losing money, well, then you don't have a proper ROI, and let's keep going down some more, okay? Second of all, if you're not making a lot of money yet on your ads, you need to realize you are under no obligation to continue to reach the people who don't pay you, okay? Or who can't afford your coaching. Look at it this way. If you're a coach in a town of 12,000 people, where I grew up in Canada, well, guess what? And you're the only coach in town who, or whatever. Maybe you're some certain special type of doctor, and it's a small farm town, not a lot of money in it. You're stuck dealing with those people no matter what. If the economy's bad, you lower your prices. If the economy's good, well, the economy was bad, so you can't raise your prices. You know what I'm saying, right? So you're stuck. You got to charge what the market will bear. But the nice thing about coaching online is you don't have to do that, okay? Stop thinking you've got to keep getting the same broke people who won't pay you. And start thinking, how can I magnetically attract the people on Facebook in my niche who have the money to pay me, okay? Because they're out there, all right? For example, just on Facebook, there's one setting in Facebook ads. I have videos around it, so you can see my videos here. You'll find one of them on that, where you can actually target the top 5% of income earners or household income. I believe it's household income or household net worth or something like that on Facebook. So you can run your ads to literally the top 5% of people who are the highest income, and whatever it is, bracket on Facebook. Now you can look at they'll show you where they get that data and all that kind of stuff. So you can actually go after the people who supposedly have the money. Now, the other part of this is you can change your messaging to reach the people who have money. You're not stuck only focusing on broke people. If you want to charge more, you have the golden opportunity right now to start attracting the people who are qualified. The nice thing about the coaching business is you don't have a 100,000 square foot warehouse full of inventory that you can't sell on Amazon that you're stuck with. You know what I mean? You can pivot your audiences rather quickly, and it's rather a small change to change and tweak your messaging to go after the people who have the money. So you need to give yourself the gift right now of not working with people who are broke and who grind you and who tell you they don't have the money and they want a discount and all that kind of stuff. Now, we're going to talk about the third most important thing to basically charge more for your coaching services so you can afford to run ads on Facebook. Now, before we get to that, I need you to do two things here. First things first, click the like button on this video so I know you like it so I can create more videos like this for you. Second of all, hit the subscribe button. It's super important you hit that subscribe button because I have more videos coming and I want to make sure you get them on Facebook ads, scaling your coaching business, finding more high ticket clients, all those things like that. It's super important, but the only way you're going to know about them is if you click the subscribe button so that way you can get updated when we roll out more videos based on all the stuff we're doing and all the findings that we're finding in terms of getting high ticket coaching clients, mainly from paid traffic like Facebook ads. So click that subscribe button now. All right. Third, you need to realize, this is very important, every coaching niche has what's called price elasticity. All right. What is price elasticity? Well, what price elasticity means is that people will pay you can convert the same conversion rate in spite of the price. So if your coaching is $1,000, usually it'll convert the same at $3,000. If it's at $3,000, it'll convert the same at $5,000. If it's $5,000, it'll convert the same at $7,000. If it's $7,000, it'll convert the same at $10,000. I've seen that happen time and time again in market after all kinds of niches where adjusting the pricing does not negatively affect the conversion rate. Okay? And so what you want to do is you want to get to the high point of that price elasticity and realize that you're not selling a commodity. Your coaching is unique. It's not like people are comparing a no-name brand can of chicken noodle soup to like Campbell's chicken noodle soup or whatever. It's like, this is a commodity. It's chicken noodle soup, right? Well, this one's 50 cents cheaper. Looks like it's all the same ingredients. I'll get the cheaper one. They are not doing that with your coaching unless you've commoditized yourself, okay? But that's another video in itself, how to fix that. So the first thing we need to realize is this. You want to shoot for a 2.5 or 3 times ROI. That's a good gauge that I've found because it gives you room for margin, build a higher team, scale your ads, and actually make a profit, right? Return on ad spend. That's the metric there. The second thing you need to understand is you are fully free to target whoever you want. You do not have to be stuck with the people you have who can't afford to pay you. You can create messaging and targeting on Facebook and find the people who are qualified. And the third thing is you need to go to the highest level of price elasticity so that you can charge what you're worth and get the clients who are willing and happy to pay what your coaching services are worth and continue to renew and pay for more of your coaching services so that you can help more people, scale your ads, and live an amazing life. All right, remember, before you do anything, click the subscribe button. Also, in the description of this video is a link. I have a webinar coming up. If you're tired of posting on organic all day to try and get clients, I have a link to a no-cost training that talks about my 300-word ad webinar, or my 300-word ad Facebook strategy and snowball system I use to attract coaching clients. So on a webinar, it's coming up. You can see it in the description. All right, see you over there.